Sorry about that, guys. Hi, guys. Got Oakley here. I'm not changing her or anything. She's still in her bee outfit from theme of the week that was bees. I guess this week's the letter B as well. But I just wanted to touch on some stuff. I know we're getting to the season of begging. Every year, right after back to school, right around Halloween time, which is a little bit earlier, it seems to be the season of begging. Begging for free dolls, begging for whatever. And this year, I seem to be seeing it earlier. And it's not necessarily coming from YouTube. I'm just kind of getting it out there. As some of you may know, I'm a seller on eBay. I sell real bottles that I've made for real cares. Like I've got one here that I've got to take pictures of that are modified for real cares and electronic neonates. I also sell pacifiers that are modified for them. And I have a few other things. Chargers for the Real Care 2 Pluses and 3s. I've got ID tags for the Real Care 1s and beginner cares. Like just stuff. Most of the stuff that I sell is Real Care related. And so that's where I know that my eBay page seems to attract more people because people specifically looking for Real Care stuff. And lately I've got a lot of, do you have a Real Care baby for sale? I want one. I can't afford much. Can you give it to me for $25 shipped? Okay, first off, shipping alone on them is more than $25. I insure them. The last Real Care that I sold, I want to say with shipping and insurance, was over $50 to ship. Shipping alone lately has gone up. Unless you're sending something that is under 16 ounces, shipping is very expensive. I'm trying to think of an example of something. Because I just shipped Kylie's Kylie one, and that was under the weight. Well, here, I'll just use this for example. I got it in here. Got this diaper bag. I really want to sell said diaper bag, but I can't because it's got these two spots right here. One here and one here. And anytime I've taken it to the consignment sale, they're always up. It's got two big stains. And this is a suede leather bag. I don't know how to get that off. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. But that's just an example. The reason why I don't sell it on eBay is because it's going to cost way too much to ship. People looking for diaper bags on eBay and such are wanting typically a cheap diaper bag unless they're looking for a certain brand. And that's just a Carter's brand. So literally to sell that bag, I would pay more in shipping than probably what that bag is worth. So that's just an example. It probably costs, because that's over 12 ounces, I would say that's going to cost over $10 to ship. So that's just a quick like that. As well as a complete Real Care doll with both diapers and ID, a bottle or pacifier, the charger if it's a 2 plus or 3. If it's a 3, having its clothing, all of its clothing, as well as like an X stick or control, you're looking at $500 plus. Like I literally had somebody on Facebook which messaged me through my page and was, oh, I want a Real Care 2 plus or preferably a 3, but all I've got is $50 and it needs to be complete so I can turn it on and off. So meaning it needed the X stick and controller. And I'm like, well, good luck finding a complete one for that price, because you're looking at $500 plus for a complete. If you're looking for a 3 and you want with all the clothes, the only ones that I have seen on eBay complete are over $500. Typically they're $700 to $800. So they're not cheap dolls. And if you're looking on eBay and you're seeing those prices, it's because that's what they're selling for. Some people do put outrageous prices. Like I've seen a couple 3s on there that have like just the diapers and the IDs, no X stick, no outfits, just the diapers. Oh, take that back. Diapers, bottles, and 1 ID. And they wanted like $1,500. Okay, that's not going to sell. That's just outrageous. You can find complete ones with the outfits for $700 to $800. The other thing I've been getting lately is, especially on eBay, is I have something listed and they'll message me and say, is this the cheapest you'll go? Okay, if I would go cheaper than what I have listed, I would have a buy or make an offer on it. Most of my listings, I took the make an offer off of them after I had an incident where a lady bought a whole bunch of stuff of mine. And I don't know how she got around this. eBay thinks it's because of the offer thing. I don't believe it. I don't know how she got around it. But I have all my listings set up that you need to pay in order for the listing to end. So if, say for instance, you want this bottle, you put it in your cart, and you click pay for it through the cart, or you click buy it now on the listing, it will not end the auction for it until you have gone through the whole purchase and actually have gone through PayPal and paid. So this lady bought a bunch of stuff. Then this was like on like the 20th of a month, and then she messaged me saying, oh, I want all this stuff, but I don't get paid until the 1st. Okay, first of all, on eBay, that's not how eBay works. You don't make all these purchases, then you email the seller and inform them you don't get paid and that you're not going to pay until you get paid. That's not how eBay works. Are there occasions that you purchase something on eBay and, you know, it may be the 30th, you get paid on the 1st, and you message the seller and say, hey, I want this item. Is it okay if I buy it now and then I pay for it on the 1st? And the buyer has, or the seller has the choice to say yes or no. In most cases, the seller is going to say yes, because in reality, eBay will actually start a non-paying bidder process on their own at 3 or 4 days. If you have not made an attempt to pay in 3 or 4 days, eBay will start that process. The seller doesn't even have to do that. The seller can't do that until 3 days, so I'm thinking it's 4 days. Because I had an instance where the seller and I came to an agreement on something that I would pay on a certain day, and all of a sudden I'm getting a, you must pay for it or you're going to get a non-paying bidder strike. And the seller messaged me, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. So the seller and I both contacted eBay ourselves, and eBay told the seller that they automatically do that for the sellers. They told me the same thing. And then the seller explained to eBay, no, this was an agreement we had. And I mean, I did pay it when I needed to, or when I said I would. But yeah, the seller was very kind and very accommodating. But anyways, but I contacted the seller prior to hitting buy it now. Or, sorry guys. It was prior to clicking buy it now or winning the auction. I don't remember which it was. It was one of those two. So, you know, it was a prior agreement with the seller. You don't email a seller and inform them after the fact. as well as, once again, if the seller is willing to accept offers, they are probably going to make an offer on the listing. They're probably going to have it listed for a certain amount. I have had seller or buyers contact me, especially for the bottles and pacifiers, demanding I lower the price for them. And just to get into like how people price things. Now, first of all, once again, well, I'll just get one of, what do I have in here? Okay. Here's my bin of bottles that are for sale. So anyways, I have got this Playtex vent air bottle. This is an example. I bought this bottle brand new. It's brand new. I have taken the time to modify it for the buyer. And once again, I personally don't like my bottles filled, so I don't send them filled. Plus, it would also cost the buyer more in shipping. When I first started making these bottles, I'd fill them and send them. But shipping for a filled bottle was probably about less than $4. And now it's over $4 for an empty bottle. That's just how much shipping has gone up. So anyways, first off, I've bought the bottle. I've bought the different glues because I don't use one glue. I use a couple different types of glue to do my bottles now. I do them differently than most people. I've also bought the rare earth magnets. And if anybody has ever looked at prices on rare earth magnets, they're not cheap. I used to buy them at Hobby Lobby. And the ones that I used to buy at Hobby Lobby were, I think you got, I'm trying to think, 2 holes, and I think you got 8 of them for $4.99, and then if you had an Hobby Lobby coupon, you could get 40% off. Well, Hobby Lobby now, for those same magnets, you only get 6 now, so they've taken 2 away, and they've raised the price to $8.99, I believe, for the size that I used. So you get 6 magnets, so that's paying over $1 a magnet at Hobby Lobby, unless you're using a coupon, which you might not always have a coupon, as well as having to buy the glues, and then my time to do this, because, I mean, let's face it, I mean, just like in the art of reborning, a reborner's time is not free. A lot of people think it should be, but it's not. So you've got the cost of materials, you've got the cost of your time, as well as shipping. Those envelopes that come in, those aren't free. The shipping labels aren't free. The ink used to print your shipping label isn't free. So when sellers factor and put on things, on all my listings, I include shipping. And as well as there's eBay fees. eBay automatically takes 10% off of your fee, or off of your seller, whatever you sell. And that includes shipping. So if I sold this for, okay, I have it listed for $22 shipped. That includes, like I said, shipping. And say, for instance, I sold it for $20 plus $2 shipping, eBay would still take $2.20 in their fees both ways. To them, it's being sold for $22 regardless shipping or not. The reason why they did that is because there was a lot of dishonest sellers that would list that for 1 penny and then charge $22 shipping, because for a while eBay did not charge their fees on shipping. So they would overinflate shipping prices to avoid paying fees. So anyways, so now eBay just does a blanket. So it is, I've got the fees, plus I've got, it doesn't matter, I'm going to pay regardless for the shipping. So I list them for $22 shipped. So like I said, right away, eBay's takes $20.20 off of my sale. So I'm down to $19.80. Shipping is now, I think for an empty bottle, what was it last time I did it? $3 something. So now I'm at $14 and some odd cents. Now I've got to subtract the materials. Well, remember that magnet's $1, over $1, so let's just round it up for $1.50. Even buying the glue, and you use the glue from a few times, well, each of the 3 glues I use are $9 a bottle or tube. So when you divide it out how many times, it's probably each glue is 50 cents a time, so there's $1.50 there. So just the magnet materials, okay, so magnets $1.50, $1.50 in glues, and then the bottle. Well, bottles are typically $5. So for materials for the bottle, we're looking at $8. So let's take the $8 off of the $15. I am making about maybe on each bottle $7 max. That doesn't include the time that I took to go shopping. That doesn't include my shipping materials. Okay, well then we'll add in shipping materials. So an envelope is about 50 cents each. Tape, probably about another 30 cents. Ink, probably another 30 cents. The shipping label, when you buy them at Walmart, I think a pack of 20 of them is $8. So for $2. Packing material, I mean, literally, I'm probably, after you factor in everything, I'm probably making like $3 on each thing. $3 or $4. And I've got people coming and complaining that it's too expensive. As well as when I send these, yes, they're empty, but I also send a sheet with various ways on how you can fill your bottles. So when people will come up or email you and say, hey, is this your cheapest price? I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like, I don't think they realize that, yeah, they realize there's going to be shipping and then they realize the item price, but I don't think they realize what goes into these. Same goes for when people reborn. Buying the mohair, buying the kit, buying the paints, using your electricity, packing materials. They're not free. Some people reuse packing materials. They might purchase a doll themselves and save the tissue paper and use the tissue paper when they ship out the doll. But, you know, typically when a seller is selling something, they factored in their costs. And when it all comes down to it, they're not making a whole heck of a lot of money. The pacifiers, I know, for me, like, once again, when you factor everything into it, some of the pacifiers I sell, I think I'm selling them too cheap. And I still got people messaging me, oh, this is too expensive. Because I'll have, like, the cheap ones that I had, I don't think I have any left anymore. I sold for $10 shipped. Well, shipping was $3. PayPal fees is $1, so there's $4 there. I'm at $6. Then buying the pacifiers, because they were Nook pacifiers, they're just plain Nook pacifiers. A pack of plain Nook pacifiers, a 2-pack is $5, so that's $2.50. And then the magnet, the glue, and the shipping materials, I probably am not even making any money on those. I'm probably losing money on those. So this was just a video because it's getting frustrating because this has been repetitive lately. Of people either begging for things for free again, and like, I know, 'tis the season is coming up. And people basically just sort of demanding me sell them the item cheaper. It's frustrating. So I guess I'm probably not the only one feeling this way. You know, leave your comments in here below or down below. I mean, how you feel about this. But I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.